Hi guys. I'm just gonna use this automatic upload device from YouTube. We're gonna get into it real shortly here. I'm trying to make these videos as short as I can, so I'm not gonna be editing this one. Um, let's hurry up and get into it. What I'm gonna be talking about right now is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and how they sprung this second episode up on our ass on Wednesday night. That's what I'm mad about because I had no clue. I thought this was gonna be a Monday ritual, not a Monday plus Wednesday, because the girl got shit to do. But I will make time for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That sounds so bad. But we're gonna get into it right now. We opened up the show and Stevie and Jocelyn who has on her um just lingerie for no reason. I don't know. She seems kind of pissed off at Stevie, so I don't know if she's trying to make him mad. I don't know. They're talking about the night before. She don't want Arian and Erica and all these other motherfuckers, these unmarried motherfuckers, all up in her business because she's just too fucking good for it, okay? And she's pretty much getting in Stevie's ass. Stevie's like chill, and they, I guess they settled. That's how Stevie and Jocelyn do business. Stevie's looking at the internet and he comes across the pictures of Mimi and Nico in the sex tape via Media Takeout, one of the most ratchet blog sites, full of the most non-credible shit you could ever find. But moving on past that, that's where he found it, and Jocelyn has an opinion. Given, I mean, it's the karma for Mimi calling her a whore like for the past two seasons, but just slow your roll on the words, all right? That's what I say. That's my take on it. Is just that Jocelyn don't have any business really talking about Mimi because she's done things maybe not on that level. Maybe the fact that she doesn't have a sex tape out there kind of puts her on the one up of Mimi. But maybe you say all for one for all is all fucking slurry behavior. So it is what it is. And that's what they talk about in that scene. Um, I might refer from my notes from time to time. So if I look over, it looks like I'm looking to the side, so I'm looking at my notes. Oh my god, my computer just lit off on me. Sorry, y'all. This is live. We're going live right now. But we meet up with Mimi and Nikon, Neo, Neverland, whatever you guys want to call him this season. Nico is they're pretty much talking about the sex tape, and they learned last episode that the sex tape is now out there. He's already told her that hey, we lost this shit, ain't nothing we can do about it. But guess what? As he's not compassionate. He's not acting like her boyfriend. He's not acting like somebody that cares about her at this point because right now he's basically saying, yo, let's go ahead and just capitalize off this shit. Let's make some money. And since it's out there, we might as well get paid for this shit at this point. And I'm looking at Nico like, you just want to get your ass whooped on today, on tonight. Stop playing. Mimi obviously is shaking up about it. When I say shaking, it's so loosely. I have air quotes on that shit. But she's shaking and she's upset. Obviously, she has a kid and she doesn't want that shit to get out there. So they talk about that, and that's where we leave off from them. Next thing we get into Scrappy, um, Mama D hitting on somebody's bartender at the bar. I don't know, and this nigga's really just giving it to her right now. And like Mimi, I mean, funny I said Mimi. Mama D looks good for her age, okay? But we can't forget about that blue picture. And if I find it, I'll put it in a future video because I'm mad at that picture. She had Spanx on and everything. She looked terrible with a U instead of the E. Terrible. Yes. But anyway, Scrappy meets up with Mama D, and he's pretty much trying to get Mama D off their case, him and Bambi. That's his new bride, and it's a new day, it's a new Scrappy, post rehab. We gonna get it together, but we all know Scrappy's full of bullshit. We'll learn that later on in the next few scenes coming up. He pretty much wants Mama D to kind of stay out of it and, go chill out with Mama Jones and Mama fucking Joyce and all them petty ass, meddling ass mamas. Chill with them, stay out my business, alright? At least he had the balls to say it because Candy still probably got troubles over yonder. You know what I'm talking about? But, Mama D is still on that Dungeons and Dragons shit that she always been on, talking about fucking castles and fucking horses and shit. Nobody knows what Mama D be talking about, but she pretty much dismisses that whole thought that Scrappy had about, you know, trying to do right. She says it's okay for him to commence and, well, not commence because he's been, but to continue being a fuckboy like he always been, and that's gonna be okay, and that's what she's okay with, and she'd rather him just stick to the fucking plan. Mama D's not here for him straightening up and flying right, okay? That's Mama D, but she's an old pimp, so we kind of understand that. We move on to the next thing. We talk about Kirk, and he's meeting up with Benzino. And Benzino still has no neck. It's still on a milk carton somewhere. We're still looking for it. He has all the knowledge. Still, apparently. People use Benzino to go get knowledge about shit. So that's when Zeno comes through. Kirk is thinking about giving his newborn kid, he gave Rashida all this shit last season because he thinks that Rashida was cheating on him, which we all knew that that was a bunch of bullshit. That was just excuses for him to act the way that he acted last season. But he wants to get this paternity test. He wants to get a DNA test for baby Carter, and he wants to do it girl Melanie style. When I say girl Melanie style, y'all remember the episode of the game, the first episode where we was gonna give the game a chance when it went to BET? That one. When girl Melanie went rogue and she gave the paternity test, where she did the DNA test with the little baby for Darwin, and wow the fuck out. That's what Kirk wants to do. He's kind of doing undercover, getting the test results on his own, and then I guess he plans on either confronting Rashida or just letting the shit go. I think it's dirty either way. He keeps doing bitch shit. He's gonna keep being a bitch to me. So, moving on. When we move on, Mimi is at the Vivid offices with Nico. Nico's chill. He don't got no worries. He don't got no cares about this shit. He knows that they're gonna go in there and it's basically gonna be a business move. Mimi's kind of distraught at this point. The fact that she's even in this office is probably has her feeling some type of way. But like I said, y'all already know my inner thoughts is that this shit is all rigged. Anyways, Nico has something to do with it, or Mono Sky Young has something to do with it. At this point, I don't think that all this shit is coming off fake. And I'm only reviewing it because it's still entertaining, but it just don't come off. None of these scenarios seem real. Um, I totally forgot about that bitch, Carly. But we'll talk about it in a second. But anyways, they're at the office, and the dude that's in charge, the white guy, I think he's very important people, VIP something at Vivid. Alright, and he's talking about how they can make some power moves and get some money. They're gonna be able to do a lot of shit. Mimi's more concerned about like who the fuck gave y'all this tape. He's like, nah, we can't really get into that right now. But what we can get into is these contracts that you can be signing. We're gonna get you at least 100 something thousand, 400 something thousand. I heard they made $400,000 on the tape, 600 or something. Couldn't be me still. I just don't think my vagina could be on display for like under that amount. But who's the I'm not here for you're not here for my shit. I'm not gonna say. I could do it though. But you know, as she's talking so nonchalantly about the contract moves, because right now she's visibly like upset. She starts talking about how she has a daughter. She has Still don't give no shit about it. Start talking about this money. One strong tear comes down Mimi's face and then evaporates. As soon as the dollar amounts are kind of disclosed. That's how I saw the tear, then it was just gone. It was gone. So eventually the bitch signed the contract, and obviously, the tape was released. And I just want to say that I saw it and it was boring. Don't waste your coins. Find it on a bootleg somewhere, and even then you'll still be very disappointed. Don't do it. Now I'm gonna rewind back because I think there was a point where Carly and her new boo, Young Jack, was meeting at the trap. Is going down. I just want to throw that in there. That was my senior year song, so I have a personal attachment to meeting to that song. What the fuck was that song? It's going down. There we go, y'all. I just said the lyrics to the song, but Carly Red's with Young Jock, and she's giving insecure girlfriend. I still got diaper booty. Uh, I want to get wiped up. I'm thirsty. She's giving all the things that she gave to Benzino is now in Young Jock's hands. And Young Jock, I didn't even know, but they said that he said that he was married for 10 years prior. I didn't know. I didn't know too much about Young Jock. He had 2 or 3 songs out, went his way, and that's that. Apparently, he frequents Magic City, and I guess he's employed. I don't know, but apparently they're looking to move in and shack up with each other. And I'm not here for Carly Red's storyline. I think she's a filler. I'm not getting into her, and I probably won't. I probably will forget about her from this point forward. So just in case anybody gets it, that's how it's gonna go here on this channel, on this video, on this series of videos. So if you're a fan of Carly Red, I'm so sorry, but I doubt it. Um, what's some other little scenes that really I didn't really fuck with? Erica and Scrappy meeting up. Erica's trying to throw her light skin boo in Scrappy's face. No one cares. I don't think that question was even appropriate unless she planned on having her boyfriend around Amani, I believe. Amani, the kid. There's no reason. At this point, she just being petty because she know. I think I saw pictures of him on guess what website, Media Takeout. I think there was pictures of them two together, her new boo or whatever. They're calling him Zesty. I'm telling you that website's full of bullshit. But she was with him, and she's just happy. She's happy to be with a dude that wants to be with her. Even though we haven't met him yet, so we'll see. I don't even know if we will meet him, but we'll see. That scene was irrelevant. The other scene with Carly and Young Jock, irrelevant. She saw him at freaking Magic City. There was a bitch shaking her ass in front of them while they was trying to have a really serious conversation. And I just thought it was hilarious because the bitch was really just getting it. And I didn't even know what they were talking about because the bitch was just twerking doing it for the Vine, doing it for the VH1. I have nothing. Um, like I told you a bit earlier about freaking Mama D talking to Scrappy, I guess he was trying to be a good guy, but we found out later on that that he still ain't shit. He ain't gonna be shit because he's with Bambi, but he's going out to eat with his homegirl, the homie Erica P. We meet, and Erica P. is coming off the same way that Shay Bucky Johnson, whatever her name is, came off last season and the season before that. Because I think Shay was on the season 1, right? I don't know. She's coming off the same way that Shay came off, basically being the homegirl that gets to go and chill out, and Scrappy gets to talk to, and follow your heart. You gonna know it when you see it. You know what I'm saying? And what? Come on. I'm Scrappy, and he's like, y'all know Erica is naive, P's naive. She's fine. She's a 10, blah blah. Like Scrappy. Dog, just when I think you about to be about some shit, you just let me retract that statement. So continue to live the way you live in. We move on to Arian, Erica, Mimi, the 3 Musketeers at this point. They're BFFs now. And they're talking over tea. Nobody eats in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Everybody drinks. There's a lot of drinking. They meet up all these fucking fancy ass restaurants and only have a glass of water and some wine or some shit. But I digress. We move on. They're meeting up in somebody's house. I think it was Mimi's apartment or some shit like that. And Mimi pretty much discloses that vagina tits galore is about to be all up on your TV screen, all up in your freaking computers and laptops. I'm finna be out here in these streets. And obviously Arian and Erica are like, come on, girl, why would you do that? Why? In the most thickest Atlanta accent from Erica. But yeah, they're doing what any girlfriends would do. I mean, I don't have high profile best friends, but I tell you what, if my friends was talking about some, I'm finna be in a sex tape and that shit's about to be released, I'm gonna pretty much call you stupid because that's what friends do. I don't know why the fuck you doing that, girl. They brought up the kids. They brought up Stevie, of course. And Mimi's like, chill. I don't need y'all bringing up this shit to Stevie. Like I'll tell him on my own time. But look, we gotta not have this happen. And they agree, but they still think she's stupid as fuck, really. Even if nobody said that shit verbatim, we all know Mimi. And she tried to defend it by saying, "Look, I could have tried to make this. It could have just been floating out there, all right. But we're just gonna capitalize off of this." And you know how Mimi turns up, but she still be whispering. That's how she was going in, and no one cares, Mimi. You did it. Can't nobody take it back at this point. If you want to make your coins, want to make your coins, but stop trying to make it seem like stop trying to make it seem like it leaked. It didn't leak. I'm I'm sick of it. I really am because this shit is so scripted. I keep watching though. Eventually, Stevie and Mimi meet up. They're going back and forth. Throwing little jabs here and there, meet me about the stripper pole, and then Steve was just like, I hadn't seen the pictures. Look, okay, and I will do the best thing. I will hire the best lawyer I can with the most money I can to make sure that my girl is taken care of. He did like he was giving me borderline. I'm a little bit compassionate about this shit right now, but under it all, Stevie's trying to do it to prove a point. Stevie's trying to do it to be messy, and I don't think he really has enough backing to try to go into court and get his kid. I'm sorry. Y'all have 2 seasons worth of fuckery, both of y'all together, enough for a judge to just be like, look, we gonna put your kid in the custody of another person because y'all is fucking nuts. Okay? So them over here going back and forth about who's the best parent, I ain't going to judge because I mean I do the best I can, but they antics is on TV, alright? Stop playing. We're gonna close this out. We close it out with freaking Nico and Stevie meeting up, and I don't know where Nico's coming from, the gym, the library, the studio, wherever he's coming from. Stevie's like, oh, I'm trying to, what's going on, dog? Like, I'm gonna get your ass if I find out that you the one that leaked these tapes. And he's like, yeah, I can give you a few dollars. I can give you a few dollars if you won't. And he's like, yeah, because we just sold this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he then exposed the fact that they sold the tape and that this shit's about to be like produced and freaking pushed out for the world to see. And Stevie getting a little heated about the fact that his shit's gonna be his baby mama's gonna be out there. And they're about to get into a scuffle into like 2 big white dudes from the Matrix come and scoop these dudes up, and it's like, nah, we not gonna go there today. So they throwing the little one-liners out there. Stevie said, and nobody wants to see my baby mama. She's 50, and I died. Hashtag I died. But that's pretty much how it ended. This episode really didn't give me too much drama or too much to like gasp at. But whatever, kids. This is what you got. Okay, and that was my recap, my review. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and we'll be back next week. Hopefully not twice, because I don't know how I feel about getting 2 doses of Ratchetry a week. I just don't know. But either way, you're still gonna get a video from me. So y'all have a good one and check me out next week, alright? See y'all later.